Thank you, Audible, for sponsoring this video. Get yourself a free audiobook and 2 Audible originals with a free 30-day trial at audible.com/domics or text domics to 500 500. What constitutes a crush? Is it just being like thinking someone is attractive, or someone you could envision being in a relationship with?
I think you're just infatuated with the idea of them.
The idea of them?
Because you don't really know them, so it's hard to say the real them until you
I won't lie, I've had a lot of crushes where it's like, I think they're attractive, and then they said like one thing that vibes with me well, and then I just based everything off of that. And then,
So yep,
Damn.
gotta marry her. I don't know, I need a fact check on the definition of crush.
because I associate crushes with something crushes. I associate crush.
A brief but intense infatuation for someone,
Intense.
especially someone unattainable or inappropriate.
Whoa, wait, what? Especially someone unattainable or inappropriate? What does that mean?
Actually, that
I
kind of
don't know why they said that.
Like
yeah,
infidelity?
No, I think it's like, you know, no. You know when you're like a kid and you're like a loser and you have a crush on the hot girl in
loser.
school? Me.
Not to break your shell, but I was a cool kid.
Oh, that's
No,
right.
I'm not.
I forgot you got every girl in
was
every
not
video
cool.
you made.
I was not cool. Did I? I did not. The whole series.
it's called breakups. He didn't get them. That's the
I
point.
didn't. Let's say you're having like relationship troubles and you have 2 friends. Or actually no, not 2 friends. You're introduced to 2 people who are like strangers. One has been in one relationship and the other has been in 10. Who do you ask advice from?
Just off that.
Maybe the 1, because maybe
Yeah.
the 10 failed 10 times and can't get
Yeah.
it right.
Okay, what's the duration though? Like, are these people the same age, and like, is each relationship like a long period of time?
They
or is
are
it-
your age, and one of them has been in one relationship that lasted 1 year, and the other guy has been in 10 that lasted varying lengths, I guess.
I need to ask the dude what his ratio is between dumper and dumpy. I need to know.
There's
the
too many
numbers.
variables here. Yeah. Like, I need to know like what.
Like, if every girl broke up with him, I'm not gonna take advice from him.
All right, 9 of them dumped him, and 1 of them he dumped.
How long was that one? Was that like a week or like a couple years? That's what I need to know.
Yeah, like
I would just ask both.
I'm just gonna ask the one. All right, like the one for 1 year seems like a lot more because that person was selective. Like, he didn't just get with 10 people. He chose one.
What makes you think that?
What do you mean?
What makes you think he selectively chose one?
Oh, okay, maybe he just couldn't get anyone. So maybe the person with 10.
Exactly. What if he's just a loser?
Or maybe the one guy didn't get around to getting the rest of the 9 relationships yet. Actually, I think I would ask the dude with the 10. Jokes aside, like, you could still learn from people's mistakes too. Is the thing.
Yeah, you could also learn from his bad advice.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
I'd be like, that is horrible advice. Thank you. I'm not going to do anything you did.
What is the most convenient way you'd like to confess to someone?
The most convenient way is to have them confess, and then you just say, "I concur." I agree.
I too share those feelings.
It seems we are in agreement.
There was this one time I confessed to a girl in high school, and I like took her hands like away from like the group that we were hanging out with. I was just like, I like told her my feelings. I was like, hey, I really like you, and I'd like to be your boyfriend or something like that. I don't remember what I said. And then she looked at our friends, and then she pulled her hands out of my hands.
What?
She just didn't say anything, and she ran back to the group of friends. Or she was really awkward. She's like, "Oh, okay, I see," because she was afraid that the friends would see us. And then she like ran back to the group of friends. I was like, "Well, fuck me, I got rejected." And then the next day, she was like trying to hold my hand. She was like, "Hey, aren't we dating now?" I was like, "What do you mean? What?" I thought you rejected me. She's like, "Oh no, I was just embarrassed. I didn't want the friends to see us holding hands." I was like, "Oh, I see."
It's one of those.
I broke up with that girl immediately after that.
Okay, so perfect relationship, but you can never win a race.
Yeah, I take the perfect relationship. Holy fuck.
Or non-perfect relationship, but you win every race.
I think you get.
And every time you win that race, it's like maximum hormones, endorphins.
Yeah, but
Maximum. Like
okay, wait. So if I take the win every race one, does that mean that there's no hope for me having a good relationship in the future? Or
no, like your relationships are just regular, textbook.
no? I think I'd find more enjoyment with a person than I would in racing. Because keep in mind, I can only race for so long. Like, physically, like, you can't keep it up.
Okay, but I'm giving you the parameters that you get first every time.
Yeah, but winning isn't the point of racing to me. Like, it's just the result of being a good driver.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're that good of a driver. I'm saying you get first as a result of being a good driver.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd still take the be second every time and be happy in a relationship than be first every time and have a mediocre one.
You're last.
You get
every
last
time.
every time. I gotta break this, man. You get dead last. No matter how many racers there are, there's like 64 racers. You get last. Your car breaks down at the end, and you gotta walk home. But you have the perfect love.
Yeah, it's okay. She'll pick you up.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm actually okay with that. I'd rather have the perfect love and be last every time. Because the reason I want to get into racing and driving is for myself. I'm not doing it to win and to be recognized. Like,
But I think something psychological will happen to you for losing every single race you go to.
but if
It'll affect you. You'll be like, "What's wrong with me? Why am I?"
if I lost every single time, but I went home to the love of my life, I'd be okay with that.
But then there's a point in your life where you got to think you're leaving the love of your life to go lose just to come back. So then you'd be like, do I want to even race anymore?
Do I want to lose today? Aren't you the one to say like don't depend on someone for your happiness?
No, and you're right, but I'm just saying that, like, for me, like, I can find enjoyment in other things. It's not like I'm locked into racing for the rest of my life. So if you're telling me, like, I can be happy regardless of whatever I'm into versus just losing in this one thing that I'm competing in, like, that to me is a lot smaller than...
You lose in everything you like.
Alright, that's not fair. Okay, if it was everything, man, I'd still choose the perfect love.
Like in Smash, you just SD every stock because you're so trash.
Yeah, like, because I can still find enjoyment in that on some level, so I don't mind.
You're gonna enjoy killing yourself and playing 10-second games?
That's fine.
Not fun for anyone else.
It's fine.
They're not gonna want to play with you.
That's fine.
Yeah, what kind of perfect relationship's gonna enjoy you failing at everything? They're carrying.
That's the point, is it's perfect, so they wouldn't care.
You're bad at everything you do, but she's amazing.
What's the win here then? Like, what do you want me to...
I'm not making you win. I'm throwing you in situations and having you react. You think this is about you finding victory?
Okay, then yeah, I guess logically the better decision is just to be first every time in whatever I do, and then I'll just be alone, because I wouldn't want to settle for a mediocre relationship. Like, I want both. To me, that's the actual answer.
I like that answer.
Yeah. Like, I'm comfortable being alone, so I don't need someone else to validate it. So I'd rather be alone and have accomplishments than be in a mediocre relationship. Are you happy? Is this what you wanted? Sick.
I'm just that chaotic neutral, man.
It's holding a vial under your tears and just trying to fill up your crying.
Yes. Yes, be alone, yes. Speaking of being alone, I know a lot of you are stuck being alone with all that's happening in the world right now. If you're extremely bored, or even if you're just playing Animal Crossing right now, how about listening to some audiobooks? With Audible, you guys can enjoy audiobooks whenever and wherever you want. And right now, by wherever, I mean wherever in your house, where you're safe. And not at the beach with thousands of other people. And even if you don't want to listen to them right now, they're yours to keep forever, even if you cancel your membership. But if you stick around, you get 3 credits every month, which you can spend on 1 audiobook and 2 Audible originals, regardless of the price. This time, I'm gonna recommend to you guys 12 Rules of Life by Jordan Peterson. During this time of isolated contemplation, I figured it'd be a good listen for a lot of you guys. Again, visit audible.com/Domix or text Domix to 500-500 and start listening with a 30-day Audible trial with a free audiobook and 2 Audible originals. Stay safe, everyone.